Hello, this is Asadik with the OpenTZT tutorial 1 on content. We're going to talk about media, different types, where it goes, that kind of business. This is a follow-up to the quick start, so those files will be a part of this as well. This is an add-on pack, if you will, for the tutorials, and they will build upon each other. So, loading materials, where do they go? Well, you can see right here I have my OpenTZT release directory open, and I'm going to drill into material. That's where all the materials live. And then there are a bunch of banks in here. You can have up to 8 banks of your own material, and you can set that in the TZT manager. Down here, max banks, I have it set to 3. That means only have 3 banks, and that's banks, that's effects, presets, and material. There's not individual setting. People ask for that, and we'll probably make that update in the near future, but it's not that way now. So you can change that all the way up to 8. Or, sorry, 9. Because the banks start at 0. So bank 0 through bank 8. Alright, so let's go back into material. We're going to go to, okay, so bank 9 is our special bank. We'll go ahead and talk about that now. The screen that you see, F1, the screen that you see when TZT loads is this title.jpg right there. And you can change that and make it personal, your own. I have a vjasatic.jpg in here, and there's a vjmorph.jpg, and we can rename those to title.jpg, and it would load our own image when we start the program. And that's bank 9 F1. And then we also have bank 0. This is kind of the standard place where things go. There's a bunch of F folders in here, F1, F2, F3, F4. These all relate to the F keys on your keyboard above the numeric keys. So we're going to work in the F1 bank today. Let's talk about, this is where the materials go. Let's talk about the types of materials. We'll start with, AVI, MPEG, M1V. Those are the 3 media files, video files recognized by OpenTZT. I have some AVIs here on my desktop, and I've created shortcuts to those AVIs inside this folder. And so when I start TZT, these files will be referenced through the shortcut back to these files on the desktop. So you can have one location for all your AVI files. I like to use the Motion JPEG codec. I find that it's pretty fast, and it also looks pretty good. Cinepack is easily faster, but I think you lose some visual quality, and it takes a long time to encode. Okay. Cap files. There is a sample folder here in the root directory. Inside of this is a capture0.cap file that you can copy. There's also a through.thu that you can copy. So let's look at this cap file and see what's in it. Where'd it go? So device number, you can have multiple capture devices. So you can have multiple TV cameras. You can have a DV camera and, a capture card, like a TV capture card. You can have one of those as well. And then there's use GDI. I pretty much always have this off. DV half res, if you're running 320 by 240, you might want to turn this on. To 1, I always leave this to 0. Get increased picture quality. So that's our cap file. Then we have a .thu file. We have a test.thu in here. That file is empty. There's nothing in it. And it's just a placeholder for the thu, and we'll see that when we load the OpenTZT. Flash and QuickTime, we can load MOV files, and we have to enable QuickTime in the manager if we want QuickTime and Flash files to load, and that's here, enable QuickTime. Flash files, there's a little bit of a process to it. You can make your own, obviously, if you know how to program Flash. Please share them with everyone else if you do. So we have flying text.swf here. There's also a flying text.swf.ini. Inside this ini is where we have our settings. We enable the Flash file. You can disable it if you want. Composition, you set the composition type. So it's just the default composition that loads when you load the Flash file. One shot means it just plays it once and then it stops playing it. And then text equals is whether or not the Flash file accepts text from the text input field in OpenTZT. And then we have a thumbnail folder that goes along with the SWF files. We have a flying text.bmp, and these are 40 by 30. And I think they are 24-bit depth. I would keep that the same. Maybe all bitmaps have to be 24. And then we have generators. There's not a lot of those right now, but you can make your own generators using the generator interface, object interface, which is available in the sample directory. Let's go to sample, and we have generator. There's a generator sample, and there's an effector sample. But we'll get to effectors in the future tutorial. And then we have bitmaps and JPEGs, just still images, and those are the only still images that are realized by OpenTZT. Alright, so these are our file types, and let's talk about our keymap.ini files. These keymap.ini files are automatically managed by OpenTZT, but you can manually edit them if you want. The reason they exist and are managed by OpenTZT is for the purposes of presets, so that your files don't shift places. If you add a file or delete a file in a directory, all the files will load into the place where they previously lived, so your presets will look exactly the same, as much as they ever will look exactly the same. So that's why that's that way. And if you delete a file from a directory, TZT will not reuse that key location in that folder unless you wipe it from this file. So that's why this is important. If you go delete a bunch of stuff, you have to go through and do some house cleaning. Probably have to add something to the manager for that in the future. Okay, so let's fire up OpenTZT. Take a look at what we got in here. Okay, so you'll see all of our files from our previous tutorial. And then we have some new video files in here. And a live input. So this is our live camera. That's me, live. And then we have videos. And we're going to talk about clip speed. You can control the speed of the clip using shift. Either one doesn't matter. And then pushing a number key. All the way from 1 up to 9 is your speed. If you hit the 0, then you flip it to, it's based off the beats per minute. And then there's a bunch of settings in here that reference beats per minute. So you hit the 0 again, it flips it back to the regular mode. And generators also respond to speed. This is just a simple color fade, but you can make it fade really fast, or you can make it fade really slow. And then the other thing that we have is the play mode. Under Alt-Shift 1 and 2, there's only 2 different play modes right now. Alt-Shift 1 is the default, the one you've always seen. It's just loops. It gets to the end of the file and it starts over again. Alt-Shift 2 is a ping pong mode, where it gets to the end, plays backwards, gets to the front, plays forwards, gets to the end, plays backwards, ping pong, back and forth. And the play mode does not reload when you load a new file. It stays the same. And so does your clip speed. They're not reset. Okay, I think that's all we need to cover for content. Thank you for listening to the tutorial. Hope you learned something. And look for more tutorials in the future. Okay, bye.